Right now we're on the starting line of the epic Paxi waterfall loop. This loop takes us from the hustling border town right into the wild heart of the Laos jungle, where there are some of the most amazing waterfalls in the whole of Laos. But even after entering Paxi, we stumble at our first hurdle.
So this is Traxong petrol station. We're about 10 cars behind and they've just run out of diesel. So here we are, the diesel crisis of Laos. We have been camped up for 4 days because we didn't move. There's been no diesel in Paxi, which is the south town in Laos. We're now currently, we're on the move. We are now currently in a place called Traxong, which is 34 kilometers out of Paxi, and the queue for diesel, sorry about that, the queue for diesel is probably at least 500 meters long. There's about, I'd say 100 cars, 150 cars in the queue that we're at now. You can't even see the gas station from where I am, which is mental. We did actually fill up in Paxi before we went to camp. The maximum we can get at this petrol station is 300,000, so there's only 7 litres of diesel. So, a bit crazy, but it's better than nothing. And we could only fill up 7 litres of diesel. Can you imagine that? And it cost us $15. So almost double what we're paying here in Laos. It's not so bad for us. We're just obviously overlanding, we're camping, we're leaving Paxi into Thailand, so we don't actually have to go anywhere long distance. But I just feel for the locals here. They're paying 2-3 times the amount that they should be paying for diesel. You can see that there are these pickup trucks that they're like van pickup trucks, and in the back of them it's full of people, because obviously people aren't taking their own vehicles to work, they're just getting picked up. So we'll see how we get on with this diesel station today, see if we can fill up full instead of just getting 7 litres. And then whether we go down to the waterfalls, it's 2.5 hours, it's 100k down to the waterfalls, so it's nearly 200k round trip. And to be honest, I don't think that we're going to be able to do it, all depending if we can get diesel at this petrol station. That is the situation, and keep us updated. So this is Traxong petrol station. We're about 10 cars behind and they've just run out of diesel. So I've spoken to the cashier. She says they might not get a tanker coming this week. So we've now got to decide what we're going to do. Luckily we have half a tank and our secondary tank is full, so we do have diesel to move. But again, look at this. That's the queue for cars getting into the petrol station. We're literally just there. So extremely annoying. Carrying on from the fuel saga, we've decided to head off to the local market and try and find some fresh fruit and veg, some meat, and some new bits to keep us going for, well, at least a week. Veg is in here. Get some tomatoes as well. How many should we get? What would be really good right now if we could find some cooking oil to stick in our diesel tank.
After doing the weekly shop in the Laos equivalent of Lidl supermarket, we decide to head off to our first waterfall, a hefty 15 kilometres up the road. We set at camp for the evening. We tried to get away from the scorching 35-degree day's heat. The next day we're up early and finally find a fuel station that sells diesel.
We just filled it with fuel, finally. That came to 2,100,000 kip in pounds. £72 for half a tank of diesel, which is crazy because that is definitely European prices. Anyway, we got diesel, so it doesn't matter. Let's go. Millie needed a pee, and as always, when Millie needs a pee or a shower, a local or somebody always turns up.
My pants are all like rolled around.
So what are you gonna do?
Just wait awkwardly until this lovely man passes.
Lady.
Now I can go pee again. Please leave so I can pee.
So we're getting slowly to the waterfall. This is the track that we need to be on. I think we've got another kilometre and hopefully we're there. But it's pretty scratchy here and there. All these trees, but we'll carry on. Track's nearly beat us. Tree in the way. We're here supposedly at the waterfall. Millie has just walked down to go see if we can camp somewhere down here, but it looks pretty spectacular. I can see the river in front of me. Oh no, she's shaking her head. That's a shame. Go and have a look. So this is the first waterfall we've made it to. Unfortunately, because of this archway just here, we can't get down with the car to camp, which is a shame. But I do have an option to cut the tree, but I don't think I'm going to do it. It's a shame really, because this is the view. Driving along to the next waterfall, and we've stumbled across a bridge, and yeah, doesn't look particularly safe. I mean, I think it would be able to do it, What do you think? Should we cross it? Well, he doesn't look impressed about this bridge. I don't think she's going to let me cross it. Boo! Right, you'll make the last decision. Are we going to cross it or not? What's the verdict?
We're not crossing it. If you jumping makes it move.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Millie's verdict.
That evening we set up camp in the Lao jungle.
It might be 35 degrees, but we're still cooking dinner. Having
Pork goujons. So, get the pork into the flour. Make sure it's properly dosed in the flour. And then next one into the egg. Again, make sure it's properly dosed. Get your pork right in there, in that egg, in that liquid. And then get your pork into these really nice breadcrumbs. How we've done the bread is just bought some well, stale bread. And then crushed it up
we're frying it.
and then straight into the pan. After staying at a wild camp spot we did last night just before the bridge, we're now moving on to Tadlow Waterfall, which is only about 5 kilometres down the road. Tadsepa, sorry. And it is hot, 36 degrees today. Anyway, let's move on. So here we are, we have actually made it to Tadsepa waterfall, and what a waterfall it is. Incredibly made. There's a waterfall just here and you can see another one over there. The only problem being is this heat. It's incredible. It's 36 degrees, a UV of 13 I think, 9 being extreme, and it's just making me and Millie just argue all the time and get annoyed at each other. And it's not very nice, to be honest, because we're in these amazing places and all we're doing is just getting hot and bothered. But we have made up. And hopefully we can enjoy the afternoon here at this amazing place. packing up yet another wonderful wild camp by these waterfalls. We forgot to attach the strap last night, so Millie's up there now reattaching it. Today we are going to try and make our way back up to Paksong, which is another 2.5 hours north, and then try and get to a bit of high elevation just to get away from this heat a little bit. But hopefully we can get up these 2 big steps. So here we go. First little rock step we've done, and I think we've got a wheel left. We just gently went up to it, and then soon some realisation. And now we've got to get up this second rock step. Not so elegant as the first one. Oh well, at least we're up now. Driving down these really dusty tracks in Laos, and the locals which drive these little pop-pops, the little 2-wheel drive like tractors. I feel sorry for them because they have literally nothing to stop the dust. So they're there with hats and face masks, just trying to stop the dust. And I don't know whether to slow down or try and speed up so I get past them quickly. But yeah, the dust here is horrendous. Yeah, tarmac road. We're off the dirt now and back onto the, well, stone road.
So as we've been driving through, we drove through the Bolivian plateau. We drove through a town called Inlet, and we noticed that all of the buildings were completely taken over by vegetation. It's quite unusual here, they don't really abandon anything. So we did some research, and in 2018 a Chinese dam collapsed and flooded all of the areas, destroying the homes and ruining the farmland. So everybody was displaced. It looks like now people are coming back to the areas and rebuilding, but lots of farmland was destroyed and they can't now grow rice.
How many people died?
19 people died.
So unbelievably, we were down at 200 meters above sea level. Now we are at 760 meters above sea level, and the change in temperature is nearly 10 degrees. It's 40 degrees down there. It's now 33, going down to 21. So we won't be sweating tonight. Woohoo! I do feel like we're in deepest, darkest Laos now. Just driving through this little village to get to our wild camp for tonight, which is at a waterfall. It's amazing, these dirt roads, very isolated villages. Oh, watch out, chicken.
Kill it.
No, I didn't kill it. Didn't film it, but we've just helped this local just to push their 2-wheel drive tractor up the hill because it was slipping. Just here. Anyway, enough of that, we'll carry on. Here we are, we have made it to Tassalakalaka waterfall. Right, we'll carry on this dirt track until we get there. check this out. This is the waterfall that we've stumbled upon, and it seems to be completely derelict. This is the cabin. Still beers in the fridge, but the fridge locked with a padlock, so no beers tonight, unfortunately, unless I get my angle grinder out and angle grind the padlock off. Look at this, crazy. This wooden cabin right in the middle of deepest, darkest Laos. No one's here. Strange.
Thanks for watching. In our next episode, we head off the Paxi Loop and into Thailand.